Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. Today we are checking out the Zenvo Aurora Tur. We're going to do a stage 6 maxed out shift and tune, stage 5 shift and tune. We're going to do a live racing setup, and we're going to do a review on the car as well. Alright, let's start off with the maxed out stage 6 shift and tune, nitrous all the way to the right. Final drive 2.0. Tire pressure 8 psi, and that puts us at a 6.919 on the dyno time. To drive this car, unfortunately, to get the fastest time, you need to make the needle kick back. So if you let go of the gas right about number 1 and you get your launch and your start and everything just perfect, the needle will kick back. Then you shift into second and hit your nitrous. The problem is, out of like 50 runs, I've only been able to get the needle to kick back once, and it was by mistake. And it ran much faster. So if it happens, it happens, but I'm not going to spend 3 hours trying to get that to happen. So here we go. This is how you drive it. 3, 2, 1, go. Kickback, second, nitrous, third, fourth, and I did not get the kickback again. Like I said, the first time I got it by mistake, and it ran faster. So I can't spend any more time trying to get that kickback because it's just a nightmare. Then we got a 6.871. If you get everything just perfect, it's going to run down to like 6.83s or 6.82s, but getting that kickback is almost impossible. So it is what it is. Alright, so now we're going to set this thing up on stage 5 parts only. Today we're on the content account, so thank you to YouTuber Nitro for CSR. This account allows me to make videos just like this to teach you about the cars and let you know if they're any good. So, let's get to the stage 5 shift and tune. So the good news is we leave the tune the same, meaning the car is not going to be super tunable, but nitrous all the way to the right. Final drive 2.0. Tire pressure 8 psi, and that puts us at an 8.645 on the dyno time. So I think we're going to drive it the same way on stage 5. More than likely you want the needle to kick back on stage 5 as well, but again, it is so hard or impossible to make that happen. But anyways, we'll give it our best, right? It's all we can do sometimes is give it our best. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. There we got the kickback, guys. We got the kickback that time, so we should be running a really good time. But that's exactly what you want to see happen right there, and it is not easy to get that to happen. I mean, you got to get your launch perfect. There we got an 8.614. The last run was actually an 8.585 without the kickback, so I don't know. Weird car so far. Let's set it up for live racing. Alright, for the low performance point high evo setup, this should be a really good dyno beating setup, and this should do really well at live racing. If we fit our engine back to stock, we put our turbo on stock, intake stock, nitrous on stage 2, body on stage 4, tires on stage 3, and transmission on stage 4, this car turns into a beast with 635 performance points and 1891 on the Evo, and I'm pretty sure this car is going to be a beast on the live racing track. So for the low performance point high Evo setup, put your nitrous all the way to the right, 261 on the final drive, and tire pressure on 8 psi, and that puts us right in the 11.2 lobby. So you don't want to run this car faster than 11.2. I think it will run in the 11 zeros, but that means we want to slow down before we cross the finish line. If we want it to stay in the 11.2 lobby, always make sure you run it at 11.2 or just a teeny tiny bit slower. So it's going to be like this, very simple shift pattern, very basic. 3, 2, 1, go. Second and nitrous, and we probably don't even have to hit the nitrous if we don't want to, but right before we cross the finish line, we're probably going to want to be like downshift, downshift, downshift if you can. Now I didn't actually do it, but you're probably going to want to. But look how much this is beating the dyno. So we're going to be running, that time we were in 11 ones, last time was in the 11 zeros. Our goal is to run at 11.2 for live racing. So if you need to beat the dyno time, you can set up like this, or if you want to live race it, you can set it up like this and run it at 11.2s by slowing down. Yeah, this car should be a beast on the live racing track. Alright, so now it's time to review this car, and I'm pretty sure almost nobody's really going to be able to drive this thing to its full potential because of that kickback that's almost impossible to get to run the best times. But even if you don't get the kickback, it's running pretty nice times. So either way, you got good top speed, good acceleration, it's an overall really fast car, and it's got a great live racing setup. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I can't take this particular account into live racing and try it out, but I am pretty sure that this thing is going to be a 100% monster of a live racer. I'm actually probably going to level this thing up on my personal account and run it as a live racing car because I think it's going to be a beast. Unless it's one of those weird cars that just doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and occasionally you do get those, but something with that type of Evo and that type of performance points is going to dominate, or at least it should. It should dominate live racing. So I think this is going to be a really good car for live racing and a decent car for everything else, but very hard to run at its full potential. Probably still worth upgrading though. So basically I love it and I hate it at the same time. I mainly hate it just because it's so hard to get the kickback. Everything else I love about it. So there we go. There's our crazy review. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you drop down the video's description, you'll see a bunch of cool stuff you can get on Amazon, some everyday average products, lighting, cameras, microphones, all kinds of cool stuff. Also, thank you to my channel members. Huge shout out to you guys. I appreciate that big time. If you want to become one, just hit the little join button right below the video. It helps the channel big time. For example, when my computer broke a couple of times, I was able to rebuild it and pay off the bills thanks to the extra support and stuff like that. So thank you to the channel members. You guys are amazing. It helps this channel keep going. Lightning out. Have a great day, and we will catch you next time. See ya.